Hi and welcome back to SpeakCast English, your daily English listening practice podcast.
Today's topic is talking about movies, discussing genres, actors, and recommending films, and we're going to practice it like a real conversation.
Exactly. And today, we're talking about movies, but not just any movie conversation. Imagine you're trying to impress someone new, maybe a new colleague or a friend of a friend, and you recommend a movie.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you recommended a horror movie to someone who absolutely hates scary films. That's like a classic social blunder.
Even worse, Ava. Much worse. I almost recommended a super intense, philosophical drama to someone who had just, moments before, specifically said they only watch lighthearted comedies.
Wait, what? No way. Andrew, how did that even happen? That's a massive mismatch in taste. What were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking, Ava. That's the problem. It was a moment of pure panic, a complete brain freeze, and then total embarrassment when I realized what I was about to do. But, it taught me a lot about talking about movies.
Wow. This sounds like a story many of our listeners, especially someone like Alex, can totally relate to. Trying to connect with someone new, especially when you want to make a good impression, can be so tricky.
Absolutely. And today, we'll dive into that exact situation with Alex, learning how to talk about genres, actors, and recommend films confidently, even when things get a little awkward.
You'll learn some great phrases to make your movie conversations flow naturally, even if you stumble a bit. Let's get right into Alex's story.
So, Alex had recently started a new project at work. It was a big one, and they were feeling a bit of pressure to do well and also to fit in with the new team.
Oh, a new project and new colleagues. That's always a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? You want to show you're capable, but also friendly.
Right? Alex really wanted to make a good impression, both professionally and socially. During a coffee break one morning, they were chatting with a new colleague named Lynn.
Ah, Lynn. Okay. Just making small talk, I imagine? Trying to find some common ground?
Totally normal. They talked about the weather, the new coffee machine, and then Lynn mentioned her weekend plans.
And what were those plans?
Lynn said she loves to unwind on the weekends, especially by watching movies. She said it's her favorite way to relax after a busy week.
Ah, a shared interest. That's like hitting the jackpot in small talk, isn't it? A perfect conversation starter.
Alex felt a little spark of excitement. This was a perfect chance to connect with Lynn on a personal level, outside of just work tasks.
I can totally imagine. Alex probably thought, finally, something I can talk about that isn't spreadsheets or deadlines.
Exactly. So, Alex, feeling a bit nervous but hopeful, took a deep breath and asked Lynn, "What kind of movies do you usually like to watch?"
A good, open question. It invites more than just a yes or no answer. Smart move, Alex.
Lynn smiled and said, "Oh, I mostly like comedies, lighthearted stuff. Something that makes me laugh. And romantic films, too. Nothing too heavy or serious, definitely no scary movies."
That's very specific. And super helpful information for Alex. She clearly stated her preferences.
Alex nodded, "Ah, yes, me too." But in their mind, they were thinking, okay, she likes comedies and romance. I need to recommend a really good one. Something impressive.
The pressure is on. Alex wants to shine here.
Alex suddenly remembered a movie they had watched just last week. It was really good, and they had enjoyed it a lot.
Was it a comedy, Andrew? Please tell me it was a comedy.
Well, that's where the problem started, Ava. Alex thought it was, or at least, it had some funny moments. Enough funny moments to count, right?
Oh, this sounds like a classic Alex misunderstanding. Or maybe a classic Andrew misunderstanding, from your own story.
Exactly. So Alex started, "Oh, I just watched this amazing film. It was, what was it called again?"
Oh, no. Forgetting the name is the absolute worst. It happens to me all the time, especially when I'm trying to sound smart.
Right? And then Alex was trying to remember the lead actor too. It had that guy. The one with the curly hair? He was in that other thing.
Very descriptive, Andrew. I'm sure Lynn was totally following along. Chuckles.
Alex felt their face get a little warm. Lynn was patiently waiting, but Alex could feel the silence stretching. It felt like an eternity.
That moment of awkward silence. So relatable. You just want the ground to swallow you whole.
Alex finally blurted out, it was a drama. But it kept me glued to the screen. It was so intense.
Kept you glued to the screen. That's a great phrase. But a drama? After Lynn just said she likes lighthearted stuff and no scary movies? Oh, Alex.
Exactly. Alex immediately knew they had made a huge mistake. A drama, especially an intense one, isn't exactly lighthearted. It was the opposite of what Lynn wanted.
Oh, Alex. The best intentions, but sometimes our brains just short-circuit under pressure. What was Lynn's reaction?
Lynn was polite, of course. She just said, "Oh, a drama? Interesting." But her smile, which had been so bright, faded just a little. Her eyes seemed to glaze over.
Alex must have felt so embarrassed. I can feel the cringe from here.
Completely. Alex felt a knot in their stomach. They had messed up the first movie recommendation, and probably the chance to connect. The conversation felt like it was dying.
What did Alex do next? Did they just change the topic quickly, hoping Lynn would forget?
No, Alex was determined. They thought, okay, I need to suggest something that's actually up her alley. I can't leave it like this.
Up her alley. Another great phrase. Good for Alex for not giving up.
So Alex said, you know what, that one probably isn't for you. It was quite intense, and, well, a bit sad, actually. Not exactly a weekend relaxer.
Good recovery. Honesty is always best, especially when you've made a clear misstep. It shows self-awareness.
Alex then took another deep breath and tried to think of another movie. This time, they really focused, pushing away the panic.
What was going through Alex's mind? Was it like a mental movie database search?
Exactly. Alex remembered Lynn saying, romantic films, and comedies. They thought, okay, romantic comedy. That's safe. That's definitely lighthearted.
A much better direction. Stick to the brief, Alex.
Alex remembered a very popular romantic comedy. It had a famous actress everyone loves, a real household name.
Perfect. Name recognition helps a lot. It builds trust and familiarity.
There's this fantastic romantic comedy, Alex said, much more confidently this time, their voice steadier. It stars Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Everyone knows Julia Roberts. That's a safe bet, a classic choice. You can't go wrong with her in a rom-com.
It's called Pretty Woman, Alex continued, feeling a surge of hope. It's a classic, and it's just so charming.
A classic indeed. Very well known, and it perfectly fits Lynn's description of lighthearted and romantic.
Alex added, it's really funny, and very heartwarming. It kept me on the edge of my seat with all the romantic tension and the will they, won't they moments.
On the edge of my seat. That's a perfect description for a captivating film, even a romantic one. It shows you were really invested.
Lynn's face immediately brightened. Her eyes lit up, and that genuine smile returned. Oh, Pretty Woman. I absolutely love that movie. I haven't watched it in ages. It's one of my favorites.
Success. Alex finally got it right. What a relief.
Alex felt a huge wave of relief wash over them. It was like a physical weight lifted from their shoulders. They hadn't completely ruined the conversation or their chance to connect.
That feeling of getting it right after a small stumble is the best, isn't it? It makes the success even sweeter.
Lynn then started talking about her favorite scene, and Alex could actually join in, remembering details and laughing along. They found so much common ground.
And it wasn't just about the movie, but about the shared experience of enjoying it. That's how connections are made.
Yes. Alex felt much more confident after that. They learned that it's okay to make a mistake, especially when you're trying to connect with someone new.
And it's so important to really listen to what the other person likes, not just what you like. Tailor your recommendations.
Exactly. And even if you don't remember every single detail, a good description of the asterisk feeling or the asterisk experience of the movie can really help.
That's a great takeaway. It's not about being a movie expert, but about connecting on an emotional level.
And Alex felt much more comfortable talking about movies after that, knowing how to recover from a little slip-up and turn it into a positive interaction.
What a great story, Andrew. Alex definitely faced a common social situation there, and handled it really well in the end.
It really shows how a simple conversation about hobbies can become a bit stressful when you're trying to make a connection, but also how rewarding it can be when you get it right.
Agreed. And you used some fantastic phrases in that story, Andrew. Let's break down 3 of them for our listeners, so they can use them too.
Sounds good, Ava. What's first on our list?
Okay, the first phrase Alex used was, kept me glued to the screen.
Ah, yes, when Alex was trying to describe that intense drama. Even though it wasn't the right recommendation, the phrase itself is very powerful.
Exactly. When something keeps you glued to the screen, it means the movie, TV show, or even a video game is so incredibly interesting, so captivating, that you cannot stop watching it. You are literally glued to the screen, unable to move away, completely absorbed.
It's like you can't even blink, or you'll miss something important. You're just totally focused.
Right. It pulls you in completely, demanding all your attention. You forget about everything else around you.
Can you give us an example sentence for that, Ava? Something our listeners can easily understand.
Of course. You could say, the new documentary about space exploration kept me glued to the screen all weekend. I learned so much.
That sounds like a good one. I can picture someone just sitting there, not moving.
Now, a common mistake Vietnamese learners sometimes make is using glued to the screen for something they didn't like, or something that was just long.
Like, that boring movie kept me glued to the screen for 3 hours. No, that doesn't make sense at all. It implies a positive, engaging experience.
Exactly. It's only for things that are very engaging and exciting, making you want to watch more, not because you're just stuck there. It's about fascination, not obligation.
I see. So it has a very strong positive meaning, indicating deep engagement.
Yes, definitely positive and active engagement. Alright, listeners, let's try a shadowing moment for this phrase. Andrew, let's say it slowly, then naturally.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
The movie kept me glued to the screen.
The movie kept me glued to the screen.
Now, a bit faster, more naturally, like you're telling a friend.
The movie kept me glued to the screen.
The movie kept me glued to the screen. Great job. You really got that natural flow. Our second phrase is, on the edge of my seat. Alex used this when describing Pretty Woman, specifically the romantic tension.
Yes, for the will they, won't they moments. It really captures that feeling of anticipation.
That's right. When you are on the edge of your seat, it means you are very excited, nervous, or eager to know what happens next. You're so focused on the outcome, you're almost literally leaning forward in your chair, ready for the next moment.
Like you're physically perched on the very front part of your chair, ready to jump up or react.
Precisely. It implies intense suspense, high anticipation, and a strong emotional investment in what's unfolding.
So, not just for romantic movies, right? It can be for anything with a lot of suspense?
No, not at all. It's very common for thrillers, action films, mystery novels, or even sports games. Anything where the outcome is uncertain and you're desperate to know what happens.
Can you give us an example that's not a movie?
Sure. The final minutes of the basketball game kept me on the edge of my seat. I didn't know who would win until the very last second.
Oh, I can totally picture that. That feeling of holding your breath.
A common mistake for Vietnamese learners is sometimes using on the edge of my seat when they simply mean I was interested or I was a little curious.
But on the edge of my seat is much stronger than just interested, right? It means you're really feeling that excitement or suspense, almost physically.
Yes, it's a much stronger, more intense feeling. It's about the suspense, the anticipation, the not knowing what will happen next, and the strong desire to find out. Not just general interest. It's a very active state.
Got it. It's about that gripping feeling. Okay, time for a shadowing moment.
Let's do it. Slowly first. The story kept me on the edge of my seat.
The story kept me on the edge of my seat.
And naturally, with that feeling of excitement.
The story kept me on the edge of my seat.
The story kept me on the edge of my seat. Excellent. You can really hear the excitement in your voice. And for our third phrase, we have, it's right up your alley. Alex thought about this phrase when trying to recommend a suitable movie to Lynn, after the first mistake.
This one is super useful for recommendations, isn't it? It's like saying, this is perfectly tailored for you.
It truly is. If something is right up your alley, it means it's perfectly suited to your tastes, interests, or abilities. It's exactly the kind of thing you would enjoy or be good at, as if it was made just for you.
So, it's like saying, this is perfect for you, or, this is exactly what you're looking for.
Exactly. Imagine a bowling alley. If the ball goes right up your alley, it's going exactly where it should go, straight for the pins. It's a perfect fit.
That's a great visual. It makes it very clear. Can you give us an example sentence for something other than a movie?
Absolutely. If you love solving puzzles and mysteries, this new video game is right up your alley. You'll be hooked.
That makes perfect sense. It clearly communicates a strong recommendation based on someone's known preferences.
Now, a common mistake for Vietnamese learners is sometimes translating it too literally, because alley can mean a narrow street.
Like, it's in your street, or it's near your house. That would be confusing.
Yes, something like that. They might not understand that alley here means area of interest or specialty in this idiomatic expression. It's not about a physical location.
It's an idiom, so the meaning is not literal at all. You have to learn it as a whole phrase.
Precisely. It's about suitability and preference, not geography. It's a very friendly and personal way to recommend something.
All right, our last shadowing moment for today. Let's nail this one.
Let's go. Slowly. This movie is right up your alley.
This movie is right up your alley.
Naturally, with a friendly tone. This movie is right up your alley.
This movie is right up your alley. Fantastic.
So, Alex's story reminds us that connecting with people, even about something as simple as movies, can be a little challenging, especially when you're trying to make a good first impression.
But it also shows that it's okay to make a mistake, and being genuine, admitting your error, and listening carefully can help you recover and build an even stronger connection.
Absolutely. And with phrases like, kept me glued to the screen, on the edge of my seat, and right up your alley, you can express yourself much more clearly and confidently when talking about films, or anything else for that matter.
Practice these phrases, and your next movie conversation will be a breeze. You'll be recommending films like a pro.
We hope you enjoyed Alex's journey and learned some valuable English today, not just phrases, but also a little bit about social dynamics.
For your comment challenge, tell us about a movie that kept you on the edge of your seat. What was it and why?
Or, recommend a film that you think is right up our alley. We love all kinds of movies.
We'd love to hear your thoughts and recommendations in the comments below. We read every single one.
And make sure to please like this video if you found it helpful and enjoyable.
Subscribe to the channel for more daily English stories and practical language lessons.
Leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today, or tell us how you plan to use it.
Before we finish, let's do a quick recap of today's main ideas and the most useful phrases. Remember, listening is key, and it's okay to recover from a mistake.
Pick one or two expressions and try them in real life today, even in a very short conversation. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel.
Thank you for listening today. We hope this mini story helped you practice real English in a fun and engaging way.
Bye everyone. Keep practicing.
You've been listening to SpeakCast English. Thanks for practicing with us, and see you next time on SpeakCast English.